Hello and welcome to my favorite type of videos. We are talking about another launch from my beauty brand, WEARIFIED. I want to just first off say thank you to you for the consistent amount of love and support our baby brand has. WEARIFIED is a completely bootstrapped indie brand, and the fact that we've been able to put out over 80 SKUs, 80 unique SKUs in the last over 2 years-ish is nothing short of miraculous for me. I am so grateful for the community that we have out there that recognizes good products, and I see you, I appreciate you, and I just want to say thank you. Before we dive into today's very special launch, which you guys have actually seen me use for about 12 to 18 months at this point, I want to make a quick mention towards the WEARIFIED bullet lipsticks. You heard that right, the bullet lipsticks are back in stock in the best-selling shades. They are back in limited quantities, so make sure you go over to the website, check them out, grab them. We do have them available in value sets as well, so just going to put that out there because I know you guys have been asking for this particular category restock for so long. I had to kind of put that on there before going over to the new launch. And now that I've got that out of the picture, let's talk about the new launch. So, this new launch is a product that you guys have literally, probably for the first time, seen me just candidly use, show, talk about over the last 12 to 18 months. It is a product that I have roughly been working on since just before we launched the brand actually. And I've been very, very honest and transparent with you once again about the fact that the reason it's taken us this long to launch, despite having that final formula, I don't know if I can call it, but that final form of the product with me is because as a completely bootstrapped indie brand, we do have certain issues when it comes to economies of scale, trying to make sure we're able to bring it at a price point that we think is realistic, competitive, works within the Indian market, and of course is value for money as well. I'm personally so happy that we have managed to do this within our made in India core and theme and just our belief, and I'm so happy to bring to you today the WEARIFIED Dream Blender. Let's go ahead and bring these dream blenders over here on camera for the first time in a way of launch. You've seen them in general before. Here we go. Oh my god, I am so excited for these because if I'm being honest with you, these are going to change the way you apply your liquid and cream products. I am not joking, and I know you might consider this opinion to be biased, but I promise you it is not. These blenders, okay, so first of all, I have to show you the shape. They are a sliced teardrop shape, which make them super efficient if you want to bake, if you want to leave them under your cheekbone. It's just one of those things that has so many surfaces to play with. You see a little WEARIFIED logo on the front. I hope the light is picking up on it at the moment. The blender comes in two different colors, a beautiful pink and a beautiful black. I want to quickly touch upon what makes these blenders different from most of the others in the market, right? We are latex free, we are plastic free. They have an absolute water lock technology in there where you don't need too little or too much water to kind of keep them feeling fine. Every single person, and I've had a lot of makeup artists apart from friends and the usual influencers and all of that who've kind of held these and tested these and given me feedback. I've had a lot of makeup artists tell me that these blenders feel better than any of the other blenders that they've ever used, and that really is saying something. I'll tell you why, because if your blenders are too soft, they can be weird to move around and they lose shape and just not comfortable to use. And then if they are very stiff, it's really hard on the skin, on the face, and it's just not nice to hold and use either. Ours has that perfect balance where it feels really soft and like podgy almost, and yet at the same time gives you that perfect application that leaves no streaks, that just blends like a dream. You have seen me use this so many times, and I'm so happy that we were able to do this in two colors. Also, apart from just the blender by itself, I want to show you what you get when you go ahead and buy them. If you buy a pink blender, you get it in a little pink pouch, and if you get a black blender, you get it in a little black pouch. The reason I wanted to do pouches is because I feel like when you get blenders and you get them in those boxes, they take too much space in storage, in your travel pouches, in your drawers. And at the same time, I'm going to show you how I used to keep my blenders to try and make them kind of stay hygienic and even this I was like about, but I wash my blenders very, very often. I literally would keep my blenders in tissue paper inside my drawer. This goes on your face. Don't just leave it open, because it's going to pick up like dust and you're going to apply it on your face. And even though you're wetting it before use, of course, I would love for you to try and keep it as hygienic as possible. And so we decided to do pouches with every single blender that you get your hands on from WEARIFIED. These are washable as well. The blenders are of course washable. In an ideal case scenario, I would tell you to go ahead and wash your blender after every use or after every other use, but I think that also has the caveat of how often do you wear your makeup, how much product do you use. That's why when people ask me, okay, so how often should I throw the blender and get another blender? Someone like me, if you wear makeup, I wear makeup like proper makeup about 3 to 4 times a week. I prefer to switch my blenders up about every 3 months ish, because even if you like super deep clean any of the blenders in the world, in the market, in the beauty market, as at large, there is going to be some product that is going to seep right in. These in particular, I'm going to be very honest and tell you, it depends on your usage. That is just the honest truth. I don't want you to over purchase. I also want you to look after your skin. So it's going to have to be a call that you take. But if you are someone that is using your makeup and your products on a regular basis, try to switch your blenders up every 3 to 4 months. The max I would probably recommend you push it to is like maybe 6 months. This is just coming from a hygiene standpoint, and I'm going to say this as advice to you, even if you're not using the WEARIFIED Dream Blender, even if you're using any other blender out there. The reason we call it Dream Blender is because I feel like the way you want your skin of your dreams, you want it to look flawless, you want your base to always look flawless. We really aim to bring you and be the kind of brand that you can hopefully look at when it comes to achieving that perfect base, whether it's with our airbrush powder range, whether it's with Step Zero. And thank you so much for the love on Step Zero. The way you guys have been raving about the product, I think word of mouth even more than social media has gotten us so many sales on that particular product as well, whether it's with this Dream Blender or even whether it's with our base based makeup brushes. I feel like we're going in a direction that, I say this in every single video, oh god, I really want to simplify your beauty routines. So whether you're a minimal soft girl makeup girly or whether you're a high glam makeup girly, today I was clearly in a high glam mood. I filmed a tutorial on this look, so you're going to see it soon. I just am a big fan of skin looking like skin. And then whether you're in your soft girl minimal era or whether you're in your high glam era, I feel like it's just really important for your skin to look and feel that way. It's just it's something I feel you should never look cakey. And with that, I want to kind of introduce these babies to you. These Dream Blenders from WEARIFIED retail at 599 rupees each, which has been a huge goal of mine to make sure we bring it to you at an affordable price point. We do have value sets available where you can get both of these together. I do recommend value sets coming from the place of, okay, I'm going to show you again, and don't be disgusted by this, but I'm going to go ahead and show this to you. So I have 2 of my samples that I've been using for so long, and I just use these, which is why they're not washed, but I'm just giving you a little picture of what it looks like. So this is my complexion based beauty blender, which typically has a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer or a foundation on this end and a concealer on this end. And then I like to keep another one dedicated towards my liquid and cream blushes. I think that no matter what you do when it comes to pinks and reds, there's always a certain amount of staining, whether it's on your eyes, whether it's on your skin. It's just something that has to do with the formulation, and this to maine abhi use kiya hai, so all the more. I like to keep a separate beauty blender for complexion and separate one for anything with product on it, and then I'll end up using this end for powder because I just feel like that way my concealer, which is liquid or cream, stays different from the powder. This is just me being very specific in the way I like my beauty blenders. And that's why for me, and I feel like for anyone that's hygiene conscious or wants their makeup to come out in a certain kind of way, I would recommend getting the value set of 2. I'm going to go ahead and leave links down below in the description section, in the pinned comment. Go ahead and get your hands on these babies. We do have a launch offer going on at the moment as well, the details of which I'm leaving on the screen right now. So go ahead and check that out. Use that code. check everything out on WEARIFIED.in. I want to thank you once again for your undying love and support towards my baby brand, and just generally for being like absolute ambassadors of the brand out there. I think that word of mouth and just organic traction has gotten us where we are today. And I have the Elle Beauty Award sitting over here next to me for the IRL Paris Filter Airbrush Powder, and I promise you that we have another couple of launches coming up this year. One for sure this year. The second one I hope happens this year. Maybe it'll get trickled into 2025. I don't know. We'll find out. Which are going to be like, I'm here to simplify your beauty routines. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for trusting WEARIFIED. We're always doing our best. You know I'm always reading, liking, hearting, and responding to each and every one of your comments. So give me your thoughts down below in the comment section as well. And don't forget to go over to the website, WEARIFIED.in, to get your hands on your very own dream blenders for that perfect, flawless base. I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah! Bye. Happy shopping.